someone kicking your seat, or your chair being way too uncomfortable, or even the commercials being way too long, and you're just wanting to get to the movie. Well, with Cin Villa, you won't be having these issues.
We interviewed 100 people and asked them if there was a new service that existed that allowed them to watch newly released movies online from the comfort of their homes, would they? And 72% of them said yes. So we ask you, why don't you make yourself at home with Cin Villa?
Technology is the way of the future, and currently movie theaters are losing a lot of money because people just aren't going to them. Cin Villa provides a way for you to watch newly released movies at the comfort of your own home.
As you can see, these are the businesses already in market. Netflix, Hulu, and Redbox are our biggest competitors. But Redbox is losing so much money because no one buys DVDs anymore, and Hulu has so many annoying ads. How are we different? We offer newly released movies right at the comfort of your own home. Our target market is 25 to 50-year-olds, or big families, because they're the ones that spend $50 to $100 on one movie. They don't want to stand in those long lines. They don't want to watch all those annoying commercials. They want the movie now, and that's what we can offer. The movie theater industry is a $16.9 billion industry, and it is still growing today.
So to make a brand awareness, we have our Twitter page to get people to follow us and like what Cin Villa is. But we also have a hashtag to get, of course, to make a brand awareness. And if you would like to take your girl home, if you're a man, hashtag.
She's already there.
And then, of course, our other websites that we're using would be like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat to get out there and to get more popular.
Our distribution channels are going to be through our website, so you can watch it on your computer, through our app, so you can watch it on your tablet or your phone, and also through Apple TV and cable companies. So for example, if you're at home and you're on TV, you just click on demand, and then you click Cin Villa, and then you have the newly released movies the minute they come out.
The biggest question here that I've gotten, even during the prototype, is how are you going to do this? The licensing is the trickiest part because it's expensive and people don't know how we would do it. The way we would do it is, instead of being based off of a percentage of ticket sales like movie theaters, we would do a percentage of based off of views. So for example, if we had Disney as one of our providers and we had 230,000 views that month, and 172,500 of those views were from Disney, that's 75% of our views. So whatever percent of our revenue that we have set aside for licensing contracts, Disney would get 75% of that portion. Our biggest competitors, like Valerie said, are Netflix, Redbox, and movie theaters. Redbox has no licensing contracts because they buy all their discs and they just put them in their kiosks, and they have the right to do that because once you buy something, you can do whatever you want with it except for copy it. Netflix, they do the most expensive route, which is buying the rights outright. They did that with Disney in 2011, which cost them $200 million just for that 1 year for films and shows. Theaters do it based on percentage of ticket sales, and since we are like theaters in that we're doing new movies, and we can keep track of our views, we would do it similar to theaters in percentage of the views. Our price is $39.99 a month. This may seem high, but you have to realize that you get every single new release movie. So if you want to watch Finding Dory and then Me Before You, you can. You can just watch them one time. In the future, we are going to offer rewatches for a certain set price. We also have the option of watching the hit films from the past decade. You can watch those as many times as you want. And if the user enjoys the movies, they can buy the movie for $19.99.
Some of the most important research we have to do to determine if our product would work is based on how are movie theaters losing money. We found that using Google Trends, which is a search algorithm, you can compare two different search terms together. So we compared searches such as movie downloads, searches such as movie tickets or showings. And we found that more people are trying to download movies online than are actually trying to go in theaters to watch them. Based on this research, we knew that the movie studios themselves are more likely to accept our company over that of the theaters. We projected a steady growth over a period of 12 years, and we're going to focus on just having significant growth that can produce a lot of money for ourselves and our partners. We use Netflix, Redbox, and Hulu and determine from their quarterly earnings a conservative estimate of how much money we are expected to make. We think that since we are movies and we are a highly valued market, much more than TV such as Netflix, we're likely to make more money on our product anyways. And since this area has already been broken into by these similar companies, we're likely to get in as faster as well, since people are more accepting of us. So these studios are probably going to partner with us over something like the theaters, because theaters are just losing money. Netflix is another similar company, but they don't do what we do. We are a market disruptor, and we have a unique setup on the market as in-theater movies. We are new. Netflix focuses on TV shows and old movies. Hulu just has a lot of ads. Redbox, you just have to wait a long time to get your disc. It's just movies that have been out already. We're planning on making most of our revenue money from our subscription service. We looked at Netflix, because Netflix is very successful with their service, and they made a lot of money very quickly. We're predicting 70% of our revenue will come from that service. In addition, we will have non-intrusive banner advertisements on our websites and apps that will probably allow us to partner with companies like Domino's, Pizza Hut, and other ways so that you can eat food. And this will account for maybe 30% of our advertising, which is a total for our revenue. In front of you, we've provided you financial overviews disguised as movie snacks. And what you'll essentially see on these revenue spreadsheets is we're looking for about $2.5 million. This is what Netflix asked originally for their startup company, and they profited very quickly from this. It took them only 5 years or so to make that money back. Because Netflix already did this so quickly, people are more likely to come to us because this has already been proven before. We're going to give up probably 12% of our equity to our investors. This could be negotiated, but we think is very fair because we are going to be a large market value. In addition to this, since all of our sales are through our online services, we won't have to have any money taken away on distribution or wholesale.
Please enjoy this video of how our website would work. And we would just want you to know, we want you to make yourself at home with Cin Villa. Thank you. Do you have any questions? Yeah, this is a
This is
video.
a video.
But they can ask questions during the video if they'd like.
It's muted.
Okay. Oh, this is just showing how to get on.
Yeah.
It's already functioning.
So this is our beta website.
All right, questions. Well, we play this. Another really great presentation. All of you guys have really good presentation skills. Very well prepared. It's always amazes me what high school students do in 4 days. We do this with college students, and they impress me too. But you guys are a whole nother level. So good job. Congratulations on that. And I like this. I like this industry that this market that you're going into. It's being disrupted a lot. It's continuing to be disrupted. The music industry got disrupted quite a bit, and we're seeing that with movies and films now. Especially younger people. You study the market and demographics. More and more people are watching films and movies on their iPhones and their iPads and their devices instead of theaters. And the theaters always have that part that's an experience where you get to go out and you have to go do something. And so there's less and less attraction though of seeing something earlier first because you're seeing it so soon afterwards anyways. What's making you different isn't so much there's any technology difference here, it's just more of a business model. Is that right? You're structuring a business model on the way you're going to negotiate with the content providers and providing it to the customers and negotiating that, right?
Yes, and also Netflix and Hulu and Redbox, you can't get that movie, like those movies or those TV shows on cable.
anything that's going to hit theaters, for example, Finding Dory, the minute it hits theaters, it'll be released through our service. So there's no other competitor that does that at all. And that's what makes us different.
And the price point scares me a little bit, $39, because that's higher than your competitors by quite a bit. So you got to be either providing a lot more, or you're going to have a smaller market of people that can afford to pay that versus people who are paying $9 or $10 today, right? So, what type of, I know it's been 4 days, what type of research is being able to do with people to see if they're be willing to pay that much money to have new releases? Going from $10 to $39.
Well,
Do any surveys or?
Yeah, we did. We mentioned at the beginning we did a survey of 100 people, but we asked a lot of people if this would work for them, and they said this is definitely something they're interested in. And I know you're concerned about the price, but when you think about it, $39.99 is a lot cheaper than going to the movies and trying to see all those movies. That would add up a lot more, especially if you're going with other people. So if you're a parent taking 2 kids to maybe 3 different movies, that's going to add up a lot more. It's like close to $10 a ticket. So this price is a lot cheaper, and a lot more people are going to realize that and want to buy this.
And to add on to what Jake said, a lot of people who did, the 72% of people who did say yes, one of their main concerns was like the danger that the movie theaters and going out in public presents. As we know, many public shootings have been going on. So having this option of watching newly released films at home, at the comfort of your home, there is the elimination of that danger.
And also, when we plan to have agreements with movie studios, we also plan to have old hit movies. So if you have little kids or a lot of kids, then you can watch a lot of different type of movies that have been popular in the past, as well as new things right now.
One last thing. I noticed on the board outside you talked about independent films as well. A plug, I'm on the board of the Naples International Film Festival. And any of you guys ever wanted to volunteer or be part of the Naples International Film Festival? We're going to look at Bloomington and Johnson now, it's in November. But what would you do with independent films? I saw it on the board, but I didn't think you talked about independent films.
Okay. So independent films, they're a huge market, but no one realizes it because they don't get any theater distribution. So we're thinking we're going to try and start out with a major studio such as Disney, just to get our foot in the market and people know who we are. We're definitely looking for a large amount of independent films to partner with us, because we could show their movies, and they would be able to get a lot of recognition for that. And that could be a huge market value as well. It's just untapped.
I just have kind of a curiosity question. I know that you had interviewed 100 people. What were kind of the demographics of those people? Were they my age or were they your age? I would stay home and watch a movie, but I feel like you guys still want to go out because it's a thing to do.
Actually, that's a really good question. We interviewed people as young as 10 years old up to our 50-year-old demographic, and the majority of the people did say yes, that they would be very interested in this new service.
So even your age?
Oh yes, for sure.
Well, of course, like you said, $39.99 may be outrageously expensive per month because you're obviously paying it per month. But like someone said that we interviewed, they said if you were to have a movie date with friends, you charge each of your friends like maybe $250. So there,